Okay, so yesterday I was gone after I uploaded. I went on, well, let's just call it a little day. So I didn't get back home until very late, and when I got back home, I actually just kind of went straight to sleep. You guys don't actually care. Apparently, whilst I was gone, everything popped off. I missed one day of school and everything happened. The teachers got into a fight, the students started fighting, there was a brawl in the cafeteria. A lot of things happened. Now, Rune Slayer's Discord server apparently got hacked. It got raided, and apparently this only happened because Setro became a developer of the game. Now, I don't know all the details. I'm not up to date on anything, so I decided let's go through it together. Now, shout out to Amy. Amy actually screenshotted the whole ordeal for me, so we actually have things to go over. So Amy said the Rune Slayer Discord server is getting raided. This only happens when Setro becomes dev. So this is the Rune Slayer Discord server, and they changed the picture, as you can see, and they changed it to Kata Wins. Now, I don't know what Kata is, so I'm not too sure if this is some sort of code name, or maybe it's something that only Setro would understand, but they changed it to Kata Wins. General chat, everyone's saying, guy hacked, nukes, what happened, yee, crazy. Everybody was going in a frenzy. There was a bunch of things changed here. You can see, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty crazy. Of course, this happens when Setro becomes devs. They added a whole bunch of new threads. I'm not gonna read that. Unemployed, I hate, okay. Pez, the GOAT, FSFS, the GOAT, Juicy, the GOAT, hello Rune Slayers, Bob is King, Goon, Sigma, and a bunch of other stuff. Should I blur those things out? Technically, they're not. Anyways, and apparently this was so. Kata is the person that hacked the server. I had no idea who that is. And then apparently they love Agamatsu. Kata wins. Kata wins. Kata wins. This is super immature, by the way. Kata wins. Kata wins. Kata wins. This server is getting nuked because Setro, a creepy 445, is hired as the lead developer. All hell Kata, all hell Kata, all hell Kata. Everyone got perms. Delete everything. Wow, okay. Since I stole ownership of the game, I'm selling in-game perms. We'll end in a few seconds. Few seconds left. Go, go, go. Admin panel. A link. Don't know what this link is for. Maybe it's to buy something, or maybe you're getting beamed. your information is getting stolen once you click on those links. So I don't know if anyone actually bought any of these things, because these are clearly game passes, right? Again, I wouldn't trust a link being sent by a hacker. Again, hands in the air, I'm very sure there were at least 100 kiddies that clicked on these links, and God knows if anyone bought anything. Let's see. Kata's official server. I'm very sure there are people that probably joined that nonsense too. Thank you, Mumbo and Raguza, for helping me in this. Archmage also helped me because he got jealous that Rune Slayers had more players than Deepwoken. This bot is scripted by him. By the way, Agamatsu is unironically my ex-boyfriend. He knew I was gonna do this and help me a bit. Super immature. Let's see. Zuko didn't want a VC, so addressing a couple of things since where a misunderstanding is something that could easily be solved. Shutdown plan later for better ping optimization. Spoke with the person that orchestrated the raid. They've agreed to leave the server alone due to a misunderstanding with any allegations. So I don't know if this means Setro knew the person or not. As for the people obsessed with my past or allegations, I do not directly address anything that had to do with my past because it is not important. I am a developer, I work on games, and allow thousands of people, if not more, to enjoy them. Dragging unwanted attention to things that have happened in my past, whether true or false, shouldn't matter towards the game's development. I do not have an ego of some type to prove myself innocent. Cool. Thanks for your continued support. All the balancing changes I made yesterday will be reverted except for a few things. Mostly all nerfs will disappear like it didn't happen. I want to try to do something else towards the game's balancing. I've tried to balance the game PvE and PvP, however the community didn't agree with this. Okay. Hold on, I didn't read that last part. And I'm getting thousands of people's feedback mixed with my own, and it's generally hard to figure out what's best for the game, especially since it's my second day here. Cool. And then how long ago was this? Does it have a time frame on it? So about 2 hours later, Setro also said this: I've decided to step down as leader, as lead developer of Rune Slayer. While my time here was short, I'd like to thank people that gave me a chance. I apologize for letting anyone. The raid today community uproar example of the situation and cause and effect. I apologize to the staff team. Blah blah blah. Wasting time, defend, mitigate damage. People spamming about me. I apologize to developers I've brought on the team, telling them we would be in this together. However, that simply isn't the case anymore. I have to apologize to John and the Rune Slayer community. Have a blessed day. Interesting. First things first, I do want to speak about the whole hacking situation. I do kind of find it immature and unnecessary. I do understand that you may or may not have problems with Setro booming. A lot of people aren't quite fond of Setro booming's resume, his history. However, I do think nuking and hacking the server doesn't really do anything. Yes, you got Setro to notice you, or whatever the case may be, right? You got under his skin. But what nuking the server does is affect the other developers that are innocent. Now you've not only like slowed down the pace of the game's update schedule and update pacing, you've now affected and inconvenienced innocent developers that don't deserve to be put in that situation, or genuinely it was unnecessary. I don't know, the attention seeking on that is our ultimate. I don't think it was necessary. Like it gives immature, it gives attention seeking. It doesn't help the developers that are innocent. Like, you feel what I'm saying? If you wanted to get directly at Setro, there was a better way of doing that to directly get at Setro. If anything, you should have waited up for Type Soul to come back. That was a joke. Don't nuke Type Soul. That was a joke. But no, seriously though, it was unnecessary, and I don't think that was the right way to go about it. That kind of cringed me out just a little bit, because now John, Saven, and Sin are affected by something that shouldn't concern or involve them. You feel what I'm saying? Super unnecessary, and it just unneeded, genuinely unneeded. And then about Setro stepping down, I'm not gonna lie, the way in which Setro stepped down, like, it's only been 2 days, bro. I'm not laughing at Setro, I'm laughing at the situation. But like, it's not funny. But like, 2 days into the scene, the server gets hacked, everything goes into utter chaos, and the end result is Setro leaving. Now, yes, this is kind of what a lot of people wanted, Setro to not have anything to do with Rune Slayer. But I do low-key kind of like feel bad for the way it happened. Like, I just feel like it is a bit extreme, and it's kind of like, damn, going out like that's kind of crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as a human, I do have sympathy towards the way everything happened and went down and transpired. Like, it would have just been better if Setro naturally left, or like he made a couple of bad updates, and then the main developers were like, yeah, nah, we can't have you here no more, bro. You're actually just killing the game. Like a natural step down. You know, when a big CEO of a company makes a mistake and it's just like, yeah, we gotta let you go, and they announce they're leaving. It would have been better like that than to have this crazy unfortunate situation happen, then he steps down. Because then it's just like, it feels unnatural. Morally, it feels wrong. I'm not gonna lie, it leaves even a sour taste in my mouth. Like, it's kind of the way it happened doesn't sit right with me, in my opinion. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, Ags, yesterday your video was saying, yeah, my video yesterday was saying one thing, but I didn't ask for this guy to get crucified, like literally crucified and then publicly embarrassed. That's not what I was asking to happen. I was asking him to naturally step down. Two completely different things. So at least Setro's gone. Yeah, plus, that's a plus. But now it's a question of, obviously John hired Setro and his team because they wanted updates to come out at a faster pace, so Setro could focus on the balancing side, and then him and the other developers can focus on getting big content expansions out there. Now, how is this gonna affect the pacing of the game's update? That is, a lot of developers came and left almost instantly. Is this gonna affect the game poorly? Most likely. A team of developers team of like 5 or 6 developers leaving instantaneously is probably not a good thing for the game in the long run. But again, we're gonna have to wait and see how they recover from this situation. Literally literally, we're gonna have to wait and see how they recover from this situation. It is a lot to take in, so literally it's a lot to take. And before we end this video, I did want to hop inside of the Discord server. So it's a good thing. I'm not gonna lie, Tam and some of the other developers are still in the Discord server, so that might be a good thing. They still do have quite maybe 1 or 2 developers that came. Tam's actually a good developer, so honestly, W's. As you can see, everything got hard new. Look, all of this stuff is new. Literally, this is all new, bro. Literally all new. Oh my gosh, bro, this is quite interesting. So Setro is still a tester, he's just not a developer anymore. As you can see, all previous announcements are gone, and this is actually a bad thing. This is actually a bad thing, bro. Okay, we still got the updates channel, but announcements being gone is bad. We don't have a sneaks channel anymore. Again, like, this impacts everybody negatively more than it does positively, this whole situation. They gotta redo and revamp the Discord server, and these are devs that are actively working on a new game that needs attention and care put into it, and the server gets nuked. This done more damage to the community than good. I don't think you guys understand. I know everyone's happy that Setro's not a lead developer anymore, but this does more damage than good to the community, and you guys need to be older than the age of 5 years old to kind of see that. Look, it's not even a general chat anymore. Like, this is more bad than it is good. So I'm not gonna lie, that's honestly it. There's no point in me dragging this video on. Hopefully the developers are able to come back from this. This is actually quite tragic. This is not how I expected things to go. This is how I expected things to go, bro. Yeah, man. Hopefully the community notices that, yo, this is probably more bad than good, and hopefully the developers aren't too discouraged and they're able to keep working efficiently, because we do want Rune Slayer to go crazy. Hopefully the next big content expansion has a dragon in it. We need to. Didn't the Rune Slayer lore say something about 7 dragons? Let's kill these dragons, bruh. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Love and appreciate y'all. Let me know what you think about this situation. I do want to see everybody's little think pieces on this, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.